Hello, welcome back. This is your favorite high cheekbone sister Zawadi, and for many of you who are new, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, and just leaving positive feedback. I really appreciate it. Yeah, excuse my clothes. I just got off work and I realized something really touched me today. Something actually made me really sad today. Sad. And I decided, okay, after this call I had this morning, I need to make this video. My goal really was to do something like this down the line, after I've shared some other ideas. But today, when I had a conversation with a gentleman, I thought, oh, wait a minute, I have to do this video way ahead of time, because it really has been detrimental to a lot of people not knowing some of these things. So stay tuned, watch the whole video, because there are so many points that if you skip, you won't necessarily be able to understand or get the whole thing. Okay, so I would really suggest that you just take your time, just watch this whole thing, because again, like I said, information is powered, and the ability to obtain knowledge it helps you to go a long way. But I just can't really tell you how detrimental this mistake is. And listening to the gentleman this morning, it brought tears to my eyes, and as I was heading to my meetings, I just kept thinking to myself, oh no, this is not okay and this is not right. So this is why I'm doing this video. This video will really highlight 10 mistakes you should really avoid if you want to do business in Africa, or if you want to do business in Liberia specifically. And the reason I continue to talk about Liberia is because I do business there as well, and I do have the experience, not only because of business, it's because I also know friends and family who do businesses there. Okay, so this is the reason why I think this video will be very pivotal. But the reason, like I said previously, of why I'm making this video is because of the call that I received this morning, and it's absolutely unacceptable how people can behave. So let's go to this video. If you want to do business anywhere else other than Liberia, that's okay too. However, I'm going to talk about 10 mistakes to avoid in order to have a good business going on in Liberia, or in order for you to have awesome business in Africa. Okay, for many of you who have made some inquiries. So let's start with the first one. Please do not be afraid of failure. You know, if you want to do a business, you have to understand business is risk. You are taking a risk. Initially, you have affordable risk, which oftentimes is affordable loss, right? So if you go into business and the first quarter or so you lose some money, you understand that was already projected, that you may get some loss within the beginning. However, before you can even start the business, I've heard a lot of people say, oh my God, I'm so afraid to fail. My people, I'm gonna fail. So then they don't do business at all. Or perhaps when they start the business and things are going slowly, they tend to give up, and then business just stay in the pipeline. It just does not move. So yeah, so the mistake that you want to avoid, like I said, the very first one is being afraid of failure. Number 2 is hiring the wrong people. Just because somebody has a master's degree or bachelor's degree on their resume does not mean that the skills from classroom translate the real world. So you have to make sure you're doing the right vetting, and not because this person says this person is good, then you immediately hire them, and then you have people with very poor customer service or other issues that relates to skills. They lack those, and then you decide to put them in your business, and then that does create lots of problems. The other thing though is to really avoid is not really knowing the culture. Culture inflexibility and culture insensitivity can be a big problem. So you have to know that. You have to make sure that you understand the sensitivity within the culture, or the inflexibility that within the culture. So for example, I know time, for example, may be of essence to somebody in the United States, but in Liberia, if you are 30 minutes or an hour late, it's not something to really have an issue with, because again, culturally, being on time is not something that somebody's going to stress about. Obviously, if that's your business, you can put that within your policy, but however, knowing this information will better prepare you to move your business forward. Number 4, I will come back to 4, but number 5, don't skip this video. You have to really listen to number 5. But number 4, the main thing about number 4 is not having enough capital to start business. So you want to do a business, you think, oh, I'm gonna start with like a couple of dollars, and going into it with not really knowing what it is that capital can do or cannot do. So don't go underfunded, or don't go overfunded, or overfunded can be better than to be underfunded. So I said number 5. This is very, very, very pivotal and very important. And this, I believe, is the number 1 reason a lot of you feel. But before I move forward, please subscribe to this channel. Number 5 is really relying on family members to do your business. This is a big problem, because if I'm your family member, if I do something to you, if I steal your money, if I don't do your project, guess what? I'm always going to be your family member. And oftentimes people are so afraid to take their family members to court, and you don't want to do that, because that's your family. What y'all always say, blood is thicker than water, blah 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 blah. You don't want to make this mistake by trusting your family members to do business. You always have to separate the two, because at the end of the day, they will always be your family, and you're afraid to take them to court or sue them, wherever it is, and it gives you a bad rap, and you don't want that. So please avoid this mistake by having family members in your business. Take family out of your business. Your business will break down, or your business will never work if you continue to add family members or to use family members in your business. Okay, that's number 5. Number 6, this is a very terrible mistake as well. People relying on information that they have been told by other people. So for example, many of you are out of the country, and you get a call back and say, oh, my sister, my brother, you should do doll baby business, or you should do clothes business, you should do boutique business. And then quick, you don't really do your research. You decide to put money into a business that may or may not be profitable, or that may or may not be sustainable. That is not okay. So make sure, though, to mitigate that problem, you do your own research. Yeah, somebody can make suggestions to you, but you have to do your own research. So number 7, excuse me, I've been doing this a lot, my nose itching. But according to my grandmother, when your nose is itching, I think your palm, your nose is itching too. Either if your palm is itching, it's money, but when your nose is itching, it's good luck. I made that up. All right, so number 7 is not doing sufficient research. I've said this multiple times in my videos. You have to do your needs assessment. This is very pivotal and crucial to sustainability, and also for you to actually get your business moving. You have to do sufficient research in order for you to start your business. Please do not rely on DC and acid. For many of you Liberians, y'all know what DC and acid is. I said, she said, this is good, this is not good. No. You have to do concrete, substantial research that will enable your business to do well, okay? So please don't mind spider stories. Number 8, do not try to do everything by yourself. Obviously, it's okay to go somewhere by yourself, but if you go further if you go with more people. So that means you have to establish a strong team from the ground up in order for your business to be successful, or in order for you to be able to do things in a more proper business-like manner. Okay, I understand that sometimes working with some people can be very difficult, but if you have a good team, your business is you're better able to sustain yourself, okay, in that regard. Number 9 is also very, very important, collaboration. So you have to collaborate with people, even if it's not initially as far as raising the money or coming up with the ideas or having 50-50 share. You can collaborate with other people who are within marketing, who's business plan, budgeting, all of those things you can do, or perhaps people who even have more business knowledge than you. You can collaborate with them. There's nothing wrong with asking people questions or wanting to work with them side by side. It works well. Even big corporations, they do this by collaborating, and collaboration brings in more profit. And this research has been shown over and over, and you can go and do that yourself. So ensure that you're doing collaboration. This is also very important. The last but not the least mistake that a lot of people make when they're doing business in Liberia, Africa in general, is lack of follow up. So you go back home to Liberia or Africa overall, you set up your business and you decide, oh, I'm going to turn my back. I'm too busy. I'm not going to follow up on it. I'm not going to go back to check on it and everything is just going to go well. Absolutely not. Your business will fail miserably because at the end of the day, it's like maintenance. If you, let me just give you an analogy. If you start to work out like I do, right? You start to work out and you start to look good, like I do look good. And then as you see that your body fat is reducing and you decide, oh, I'm just gonna eat donut, I'm just gonna eat McDonald's, I'm just gonna eat all that palm butter. None of that palm butter is bad, but you're gonna keep eating and not exercise more. That's just gonna mean that you're gonna continue to gain the weight. You have to maintain. This is same thing is applicable in business. In order for your business to continue to grow, you have to do a follow-up, okay? I know many of you can't travel back to Liberia, Africa because of work schedule, but you have to make sure you put this within your vacation time or you just make sacrifices. Life is about making sacrifices, okay? So just please make sure that you follow up on your business, okay? Now that you've heard all these mistakes, there are others that people can avoid, but to me, based on experience and what I do there and people that I've talked to, those in businesses, these are some of the 10 mistakes that we make or people trying to do business in Liberia. Please avoid them, okay? I need to have more people who are millionaires, I want to have more millionaire friends, so therefore, I'm encouraging you to really avoid these mistakes. I won't stress enough. Please, number five is that very important. Please stop relying on your family and putting your family in some type of dilemma, okay? Because your family just cannot handle your stuff. Your money, you're gonna have your money go to waste if you continue to just trust family to do everything for you. Please make sure you avoid that, okay? Thank you all for subscribing. Please comment, please share. And if you do disagree, that's okay too. But again, like I said, I speak from experience and observation. I do multiple businesses in Liberia and I really know how this stuff works. And that's why I decided to share this with you. And the gentleman who shared his story with me this morning, it broke my heart because he depended on family members over and over again. I've seen this, and please do not do it. But we can repair his situation, okay? And that's why I'm helping you here today. Stay tuned. There's more business news coming up. This week, however, I am traveling, so you guys are gonna go into my travel time. I'm going to share with you where I'm going, what I'm going to be doing there, and just making some observation too, because as a business person, I'm always just like thinking, being a visionary, okay? So stay blessed, be safe, tune back in. There's more to come on my travel and more business news, okay? Just stay tuned.